Ever wondered what happens when a cryptocurrency splits in two? What if I told you that some of the biggest cryptos in the world were born out of such splits? Stick around to find out why you should care about crypto forks and how they could affect your investments. So, what exactly is a crypto fork? In the world of cryptocurrency, a fork happens when there's a change in a blockchain's protocol. In simple terms, it's like a software update that changes the rules of how the network works. But here's the thing. Unlike updates to regular software, which happen quietly in the background, forks can cause huge disruptions in the cryptocurrency world, and they're not always agreed upon by everyone. Forks can lead to the creation of a new cryptocurrency, or in some cases, they might split an existing one right down the middle. Let's break it down. A fork happens when developers and miners can't agree on certain rules or features of a blockchain. They have two choices: either keep using the old system or fork off to create a new one. Now, there are two main types of forks in the crypto world: hard forks and soft forks. Let's take a closer look. Hard fork, a hard fork, is when a blockchain splits into two separate chains, each following its own rules. It's like a permanent fork in the road, and the new chain doesn't recognize the old one anymore. This is what happened when Bitcoin Cash was created from Bitcoin back in 2017. Hard forks can be a little controversial because they often lead to the creation of two cryptocurrencies with the same origin, but different communities and features. And unlike soft forks, a hard fork can lead to a completely new cryptocurrency. A soft fork, on the other hand, is more like a temporary disagreement. It's when a blockchain changes its rules but stays compatible with the old version. Soft forks don't create a split. Instead, they make certain features optional or change the way transactions are validated, but everyone can still work on the same blockchain. An example of this is the SegWit upgrade on Bitcoin. All right, now that we know what a fork is, let's dive into some famous real-world examples. Bitcoin Cash, hard fork. One of the most notable hard forks in crypto history is Bitcoin Cash. Back in 2017, there was a huge debate in the Bitcoin community about the scalability of Bitcoin. Some believed that Bitcoin needed larger blocks to process more transactions faster, while others wanted to keep things the same. This disagreement led to a hard fork, and Bitcoin Cash was born. Bitcoin Cash aimed to solve Bitcoin's scalability issue by increasing the block size. While it didn't replace Bitcoin, it carved out its own niche in the crypto world, and today, it's one of the top cryptocurrencies by market cap. Ethereum Classic, hard fork. Another famous example is Ethereum Classic. In 2016, Ethereum experienced a massive hack involving a project called the DAO. To recover the stolen funds, a hard fork was implemented to reverse the hack and return the funds. However, some people disagreed with the decision and wanted to preserve the original chain. This led to the creation of Ethereum Classic, which still follows the original Ethereum blockchain's code. So, why do these forks happen in the first place? Well, forks can occur for a few reasons. It might be because of disagreements about how the system should be run, or sometimes it's about making technical improvements like scalability, security, or decentralization. For example, Bitcoin Cash was created because some developers wanted to increase the block size to make transactions faster, while others believed that Bitcoin's original design was better for maintaining security and decentralization. The debate around these issues led to the hard fork. Forks are often a sign of a growing and evolving crypto community. They show that developers and miners are pushing boundaries and trying to improve the technology. Now let's talk about the implications of forks for you as an investor. Forks can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, a successful fork can result in a new and profitable asset. For example, if you held Bitcoin at the time of the Bitcoin Cash hard fork, you likely received an equivalent amount of Bitcoin Cash for free. That was a windfall for many investors. On the other hand, forks can create uncertainty. The price of the original coin might drop because people worry about the future of the project. Plus, there's always the risk that the new fork doesn't gain any traction or that it leads to a divided community. Investing in forks requires you to keep a close eye on the community's reaction. If the fork creates a clear improvement or solves a major problem, it could lead to significant rewards. But if it's just a split with no real benefit, it could end up being a wasted investment. Forks also have a big impact on the broader crypto ecosystem. They can lead to innovation by solving problems like scalability or transaction speed. However, they can also cause confusion and division within the community. Some people might see a fork as a fresh opportunity, while others might see it as a setback. Ultimately, forks show how decentralized the crypto world truly is. Since no single entity controls these blockchains, the community decides what direction they want to go in. And that can lead to both exciting breakthroughs and unpredictable changes. So, why should you care about crypto forks? Understanding forks gives you an edge when it comes to navigating the complex world of cryptocurrency. It helps you make more informed decisions when investing or trading, especially in volatile times. By keeping an eye on upcoming forks, you'll know when new opportunities arise, and you'll better understand the potential risks involved. The crypto world moves fast, and forks are a part of that ever-changing landscape. To stay informed, follow the communities of the coins you're invested in, track upcoming upgrades, and always do your research before making decisions. Because in crypto, knowing what's coming next could be the difference between success and missed opportunity. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay updated on everything crypto. Got questions about crypto forks? Drop them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.